Welcome to Comfy Habit number 2. I think I might need some extra lighting. So, I just washed and greased my hair so you guys are going to see um, some stuff. I do it every Thursday night and then I do it again on Sunday. Probably not doing a really good job. And sometimes wet hair kinks up when you have multicultural hair. Welcome to Comfy Habit number 2. I am your host, Echo Fang Grey Wolf, and this is a sensitive topic. Alright? So, I was in a TikTok. I didn't get to go back to the TikTok because I couldn't find it. I'm sure it was still going on. And that was hours ago. Because the current time... Oh, for God's sake. It's 11:25 p.m. Oh, come on here. Go where you're supposed to go. So, this TikTok was about the overturning of Loving versus Virginia. Now, I'm going to take this personal. And if you're not multicultural or biracial, then just stick around. Because this doesn't affect you directly, but it will affect somebody did you know. And then again, it might affect you directly. So for those who do not know Loving versus Virginia, the long and short is Loving was a white man and he wanted to marry a black woman and have an interracial relationship, which they went to the Supreme Court and fought for. And I believe he went to jail, and they wound up having to move, like, I think either to New York or West Virginia. I don't remember where the hell they had to move to. Irrelevant at this moment. What is relevant is that the United States government is going too goddamn far. Now they're trying to tell you who you can and can't marry and procreate with, which is why I said they're going to war against me and all the multicultural or biracial or multi-ethnic people like myself. That's why this video is important. Because I don't give a damn what position you have in the government. I don't give a damn what your political affiliation is. I don't give a flying crap what your religion is. No one on earth has the right to tell me, you, or Jesus himself who we can and can't date. See, the one thing about dating is you're dating. And if you're like me and you choose to date out of your race as a choice versus a fetish or whatever, and in some cases both, because I'm on the confusing side on that. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. If you choose to date outside of your race, you're in danger right now. Alright? Because the government's trying to tell you that you can't. Now, there have been movies made about shit like this, and Loving versus Virginia, I believe, is going to be a Lifetime movie soon. I will not swear to it. It probably already is a Lifetime movie because I'm really behind and I don't watch Lifetime. But the bottom line is, this country was stolen from native land. And I don't think it's right. I exist because of people who chose to date out of their race. I exist because somebody in my family who was native was blinded by love. I exist because somebody who in my family was white was blinded by love. I exist because somebody in my family was black was blinded by love. My ancestors come through, and now I am here. At 49 years old, I never ever thought that I would see a day where I would be told by the country that I live in, hey, you can't date that Asian girl. Even though she's the hottest chick on the planet, you can't date her even if she's giving it to you on a regular basis. You can't marry her, you can't procreate with her, you cannot have her. Too far. Now you're going too damn far. And the man in charge of one of these fronts is married to a white woman and he is a black man and his name is Clarence Thomas. How are you going to go against something you're doing right now? Because you are dating a white woman. Excuse me. You are married to a white woman. And that doesn't make any damn sense that you would be in conflict with this thing going forward and letting the world decide that you people of color are not allowed to date people who are not of color, or are not allowed to date people who are of other colors. Where do y'all get off with that shit? Where the hell do y'all think y'all have the right to tell us who we can and can't have relationships with? Who we can and can't love? Sorry, I got a mosquito bite. Unless it's a spider bite. The point being made. Fuck. I'm getting too old for this shit. The point being made is that this has gone too far. This has gone as far as it's needing to go. When you can sit here and look somebody in the face and see, they're trying to do that so they can take away gay rights, gay marriages. They're trying to undo everything that's been done since Clinton and Obama were in. They're trying to take away all your freedoms and all your rights, and they're trying to make it so that women have no bodily autonomy. They're trying to take away everybody's rights to vote by gerrymandering, and nobody sees this coming. Nobody, except the Republicans, are for this shit. Not all of them, but a majority versus a minority. And I'm not trying to change your political affiliation. As I said, I don't give a flying fuck who you vote for, because most people don't care about who they vote for until an issue like this hits home. And see, when an issue like this hits home, you're slapping me in the face, and you're telling me, a person who's mixed, I don't have the right to exist. This land was stolen from some of my ancestors for me to have the right to exist, because some of my other ancestors decided to mingle with people who did not look like them. You see where we're going here? We're supposed to progress and go forward. They're trying to digress and send us back. Now you tell me how it's supposed to work, because you know I'm already here. What, you're gonna break me down to the cellular molecules and shove me back up my mother's hoo-ha, and then find my dad's ashes and crumble me into dust and put me back up in what would have been his penis if he hadn't been cremated? If you guys are for this shit, you are probably some sick individuals. And I'm sorry if I sound a little graphic right there, but, well, you're born from a dick and a vagina. Yeah. Or do I need to be politically correct? You are born from a penis and a vagina. I do like saying the dick and pussy better, but hey, you don't want to have too many troubles on your social media. Now, here's the thing. I'm not the only mixed person on this planet. You know, like if I was like one, people probably would agree with that, because I'm not exactly a peaceful person at all times. In fact, I have admitted to being an asshole on more than one occasion, and I'm okay with that, because I'm everybody's type of asshole. I'm honest, and I'm to the point, and I don't tell any freaking lies. And this is the part where I can only get madder from here. Because there are some famous people who are more famous than me, because I'm not famous yet, but there are some more famous than me mixed people who can't let this stand. Because now you're also telling us that we can't procreate, because here's the problem with being mixed. I'm not all the way black. I'm not all the way white. I'm not all the way native. So out of the three races, I have to pick at least one to procreate with. Black women don't even give me a second look. Native women don't know I exist. And white women, well, I haven't had many problems with them, but that doesn't mean they're going to give me a chance. Now, in reality, most women who's ever even given me a second look have been Asian women, so I kind of got to go with what I know. My very first crush was a girl who was half native and half white, if she really existed, and that was a figment of my imagination. Her name was Jillian, and we went to Berlin Moran School way back in the day. So if you're out there, Jillian, hi. Currently, I'm chasing a very beautiful girl who I have a crush on, and her name is Seda Zhang. Anyway, moving on. So I'm not allowed to date women who will give me time of day, and I'm not allowed to procreate because the women who won't give me the time of day match my skin tone, but they don't want nothing to do with me. There's a fucking catch-22 here, and it's not going to work out. If you take away everybody's right to love who they want, this country will probably burn to the ground. Because you don't have that kind of power to tell everybody that you are going to be subject to who the fuck we assign you to love. This is not a communist country. We pick the people we want to marry. We pick the people we want to have babies with. In other countries, yeah, sometimes there are betroths, and sometimes there are assigned marriages, and sometimes they work. But most of the time, if you don't fall in love with somebody, the marriage is going to end in a disaster anyway. And sometimes when you do fall in love with somebody, the marriage still can end in a disaster. You understand what I just did there? I gave you a true fact of life. Alright? Sometimes people who are chosen to be married by their parents, sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes two passing ships in the night can be in love with each other and stay together forever. And sometimes they won't. But for the government to decide that I don't get to marry somebody that I find attractive or that finds me attractive and we get to be in love with each other versus, well, you're going to marry her whether you like it or not. If you don't marry her, you're going to catch a bullet. Well, give me the bullet. Because at least if I'm dead, I don't have to answer to this bullshit. Now, y'all might not like what I just said. But here's the thing. If you aren't free to love and choose who you want, you already did. Because you have to manifest whatever they want. And the government is not that goddamn powerful that they can make everybody on the fucking planet, no, you're not going to marry her. You're going to marry this one instead of that one. This isn't Frank Herbert's Dune, yo. This isn't back in the day, old school countries, where if we can't find you a girlfriend, we're going to make you marry your cousin. Now, we don't do that shit here. This is America. We have choice. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Thomas, but he's like the front runner of getting rid of Virginia versus Loving, abortion rights, gay rights. And I'm not gay, but the gay people deserve to have happiness too. Transgender equality. This asshole's trying to get rid of all that shit, and we can't vote him out. But goddamn it, we can vote against this goddamn bill. And it doesn't make any sense that anybody on their right fucking mind would want to get rid of the fact that you have the ability to love who you want in America, and the government's trying to take it away. And I'm sorry to say that if you are a Republican, that's your people that's doing that shit. I don't know what Clarence Thomas is. He might be a Republican, he might be a Democrat, but what he is a douchebag full of dick tips, because you're married to a white woman, and you're going to try to make sure that everybody else don't get the choice that you got. Make it make sense. And if I have offended anybody with this 12-minute and 29-second or this 30-minute video, then I apologize. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Please consider what I said, because we're all in danger. But us mixed people, we're in the most danger, because they're trying to make us go extinct. Thank you for watching.